Next problem in the same concept. This is a question. Balloon will be always remain spherical. Okay. So if it is a spherical, then volume of the sphere formula must be considered. And next, once the volume of a sphere formula, after considering it, differentiation of v with respective radius has to be do here, because they are asking in the question clearly find the rate at which its volume is increasing with radius. So differentiation of v with respective r. Okay, now I'll come to the solutions part in this question. V is called as volume of the sphere, r is radius of the sphere. So here to find dv by dr, and radius is given clearly, it is 10 centimeter. Volume of the formula is v equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now differentiation of v with respect to r, so it can be written as d of dr of v is equal to d of dr, it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 and pi, these are the constant term, you take it out of the differentiation part. So this is equal to 4 by 3 pi after taking it out. Next d by dr of r cube will be remaining. Then r cube differentiation, it will be 3r square. 4 by 3 pi right as it is, r cube differentiation it will be 3r square, then r differentiation it will be 1. Okay, 3 and 3 both are gone. 4 pi r square it is just remaining here. Then r is given in the question only, radius is 10 centimeter, so 10 centimeter r equal to, substitute here and simplify. It is 4 pi 10 square, it is 100. So it is 100 into 4 is how much? It is 400 pi then centimeter square per second. This is the rate of change of volume with respect to radius. See, in this question, balloon will be always in the spherical shape. Therefore, volume of the sphere formula must be considered here. The formula is written here, v equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. In this equation, v is called as volume of the balloon, r is called as radius of the balloon. Okay. In the given question, for every second 900 centimeter cube of a gas is enclosing in the balloon. Therefore, volume of the balloon is changing its state with respect to time. Therefore, it is written as dv by dt equal to 900 centimeter cube per second. Next, find the rate at which radius of the balloon increases. When radius will be changing with respect to time, it can be written as dr divided by dt. That only we needs to find out it. When after enclosing the gas for every second 900 centimeter cube, okay, when the radius of the balloon is 15 centimeter, in this case, how much fast the radius of the balloon is increased with respect to time. So its calculation part is very simple. Okay. Next, differentiate the given term v equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here differentiate v with respect to t. Therefore, it can be written as dv by dt is equal to 4 by 3 pi. These two are the constant term. You take it out of the differentiation. Then r cube differentiation, when you will be writing with respect to time, it can be written as 3r to the power 3 minus 1, in the sense it is r square. And base differentiation r differentiation, it will be how much? Dr divided by dt. Okay, dv by dt, it is given 900 centimeter cube per second. Next, radius is also given. Everything you substitute in this differentiated term here. So 900 equal to 4 by 3 pi, 3 into 15 whole raised to square, then dr by dt. Dr by dt you write like this only. This only we are finding in this question. Next, dr by dt, then 4 by 3 pi and 3 15 whole raised to square, you all cross multiply with this 900. Therefore 900 divided by this, all numerator term comes in the denominator side, here denominator term comes in the numerator side. Okay. Next, after once you cancel this sum of the terms from numerator and denominator terms, you'll be getting it is 1 divided by pi centimeter per second. This is the rate of change of radius with respect to time. Okay, this is the solutions of this question. In this problem, balloon will be always remain spherical shape. Therefore, volume of the sphere formula is considered. V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Next, diameter of the balloon is given. It is how much? 3 divided by 2, 2x plus 1. So after providing you diameter, how are you going to find out radius? Because we are required here radius. Okay, radius, it will be half of the diameter. Therefore radius equal to diameter divided by 2. Diameter is given how much it is? 3 divided by 2, 2x plus 1. That you substitute in this okay term. 1 divided by 2, diameter is 3 by 2, 2x plus 1. So 3 ones are 3, 2 2s are 4. It is 2x plus 1. So this is called as radius of the balloon. Okay, now in the volume of a sphere formula, V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. R is 3 by 4, 2x plus 1. You substitute this respective radius in this formula and differentiate it with respective x. Okay, next, see, we have to find out here volume of the balloon with respect to x. It is given clearly in the question. Okay, next, V is equal to 4 by 3 pi, it is r cube. R, it is called as radius. Radius is already determined, that is 3 by 4, 2x plus 1. So after substituting here 3 divided by 2, 2x plus 1 whole raised to cube. Okay, now simplify this again. 3 raised to 3, okay, divided by 4 raised to 3, then 2x plus 1 whole raised to 3. Power 3 you apply with all the 3 terms, so that, and after simplifying this full terms, you will be getting here 9 pi divided by 16 into 2x plus 1 whole raised to cube. Okay, now differentiate this full term volume with respect to its radius x. Okay, differentiate it. Therefore it can be written as, V can be written as dv divided by dx. Then 9 pi by 16 is a constant term, therefore return it out of the differentiation and only differentiate 2x plus 1 whole raised to cube. It is one of the coefficient term. So differentiation of 2x plus 1 whole raised to cube can be written as 3 2x plus 1 whole raised to 3 minus 1, in the sense it is 2. Differentiation of power is this much. Okay, now we have differentiated the term only power 3. Then afterwards base is 2x plus 1, 2 and x, 2 you keep as it is, x differentiation it will be 1, 1 into 2, in the sense it is 2, 1 differentiation is 0, 0 plus 2 is how much? 2. Therefore that respect to 2 is written here. Okay, then simplify this full term. After simplifying this to full term, 27 pi divided by 8 into 2x plus 1 whole raised to square, you will be getting, this is the rate of change of volume with respect to x. Then this is the final solutions of the given question. See, in this question, a radius of the bubble is increasing at the rate of 1 by 2 centimeter per second. And at what rate volume of the bubble is increasing when the radius is 1 centimeter? Now bubble will be always spherical shape, therefore volume of the sphere must be considered here. V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, in the given question, radius of the bubble is increasing. When the radius will be increasing, it can be written as dr divided by dt. Why? With respect to time, because parameters are given in terms of seconds. Therefore dr by dt equal to 1 by 2 can be written as 0.5 centimeter per second. And next, at what rate volume of the air bubble is increasing? If V is volume of the bubble, when volume of the bubble will be changing with respect to time, it can be written as dV by dt. This only we are supposed to find out in this question. When radius of the bubble will be 1 centimeter, then at what rate volume of the bubble is increased with respect to time? This is the question. Its solution is so simple now. Differentiate V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube with respect to time. Okay, next, V differentiation dV by dt is equal to d by dt of this full term, you write it is. And in this term 4 by 3 pi are the constant term, you take it out of the differentiation. So r cube differentiation, it will be 3r square. Again base differentiation r, its differentiation will be dr divided by dt. Next, everything is given, its value 4, 3, 3 both are gone, 4 pi r square dr by dt. Then radius is 1 centimeter, then dr by dt Okay, radius of the air bubble is increasing with respective time. How much it is? 1 divided by 2 centimeter per second. For every second 1 divided by 2 centimeter it is increasing. Next, after substituting its all values in this term, okay, next sum of the terms will be get cancelled here. So 2 pi centimeter square per centimeter cube per second it will be remaining. So this is the final solutions of the rate of change of volume of the air bubble with respective time. Okay, this is the solution in this part. In this problem, the height of the ladder is 5 meter and it is leaning against the wall. Therefore, when it will be leaning against the wall, height of the wall it will be called as y, base of the ladder will be called as x. So it will become right now what? One right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, after applying Pythagoras theorem, it can be written as AB square equal to OB square plus OA square. Therefore it can be written as y square plus x square equal to 5 square. So it is 25 equal to x square plus y square. Okay, that everything is written here. Next, in the given question, the height of the ladder is 5 meter. It is given. Okay, then when the ladder will be dragging, okay, 2 centimeter for every second against the wall, in this case the base of the ladder again it will be increases, so that x can be written as dx divided by dt equal to 2 meter per second. For every second 2 meter the ladder will be dragging against the wall. Therefore the size of the variable x it will be changing with respect to time. Therefore it can be written as dx divided by dt equal to 2 meter per second. Next, when 2 meter for every second the ladder will be dragging away from the wall, in this case height of the wall it will be decreasing. So when height of the wall will be decreasing, in this case y can be written as dy by dt is equal to question mark. Then base of the ladder from the wall is how much it is? 4 meter. It is also given. Next, all the values are provided here. Then again you put the value of x in this Pythagoras theorem, 25 equal to x square plus y square, so that here you can get the values of y. Next, x square plus y square equal to 25. Okay, next, x square value is how much? X is 4 meter. 4 square it is how much? 16. 16 plus y square equal to 25, then y square it will be how much? 25 minus it is 16. So 20 minus 16 it will be how much? It is just 9. Y square equal to 9, then y equal to square root of 9, y equal to plus or minus 3. This is the value of y. We know very well the values of x as well as y. Then differentiate this Pythagoras theorem. Okay, x square plus y square equal to 25. Whatever the theorem we have written according to the Pythagoras theorem, okay, whatever the contents we have written, differentiate it with respective time. Therefore x square differentiation it will be 2x into dx divided by dt. Then y square differentiation it will be 2y. Base differentiation y can be written as dy divided by dt is equal to 25. Differentiation it will be 0 because it is one of the constant term. Constant term differentiation it will be all the time 0. So 2 and 2 it is common with both the terms. You take it out and divide with 0. Therefore x dx divided by dt plus y divided by dt equal to 0 it will be remaining. Next, we know very well the values of x, y, then dx by dt. All the values you substitute in this equation. Okay, then you will be very easily getting the value of dy by dt. So minus x it is 4 meter, dx by dt is 2 meter, then y in the sense it is 3 meter. Okay, all the value after substituting here and simplifying at the last you will be getting 4 into 2 is how much? It is 8, minus 8 divided by 3 centimeter per second. This is the height of the ladder is decreased. Okay, when the ladder is dragging 2 meter per second, it is away from the wall. So this is the final result of this question. See, in this question sand is pouring from a pipe at the rate of 12 centimeter cube per second. Assume that V is called as volume of the cone. Okay, originally it will be V only, but when sand starts falling from the pipe on the ground, in this case, when the sand will form one cone, okay, falling sand forms a cone. In this case, volume of the cone, it will be changing, it can be written as dV divided by dt. So in the question it is given sand is pouring from a pipe at the rate of 12 centimeter per second. So volume of the cone is right now changing, therefore it can be written as dV by dt equal to 12 centimeter cube per second. Next, after falling the sand on the ground, when one cone is formed, in this case height of the cone became, it is 1/6 of the radius of the base, therefore h equal to 1 divided by 6 and r. Okay, it is written here. Next, then after this, how fast is the height of the cone is increasing when the height of the sand is 4 centimeter. Now falling sand on the ground, one cone is formed and height of the cone became 4 centimeter. Then when the height of the cone became 4 centimeter, how fast its height is increased? Okay, this is a question. So dh divided by dt, h is called as height of the cone, then it can be written as dh divided by dt equal to question mark, and height of the cone is 4 centimeter, then height of the cone, it is 1 divided by 6 of the radius, it is also given in the question itself. Now you consider volume of the cone formula V equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, next, r is equal to 6 into h, you cross multiply this, r equal to 6 into h, you substitute in this volume of the cone formula. Next, so V equal to 1 by 3 pi r square into h, then if r is 6h, after substituting in this formula, okay, r equal to 6h, here 6h whole raised to square and h you write as it is. Here why you are removing radius, because you are calculating here how much fast the height of the sand cone is increasing. If h is height of the sand cone, okay, how fast it is increased with respect to time, it is the question. Okay, therefore 1 by 3 pi r is called as 6h, 6h whole raised to square, it is 36 into h square, h square into h is how much, it is h cube. So 3 ones are 3 ones are 3 twos are, so v is equal to 12 h cube pi, it will be remaining. Now differentiate this full term with respect to t, so that can be written here. V differentiation will be dv by dt. Then next term 12 and pi are the constant term, you write it out of the differentiation. Then hq differentiation, it will be 3h square, 3h, 3 minus 1 is how much, 2. Then base radius, base, its differentiation will be dh divided by dt. Okay, next dv by dt is given, it is given 12 centimeter cube per second. Then next, height of the cone is also given, it is 4 centimeter. Everything you substitute in this, okay, differentiated term, so that we will be getting dh divided by dt. Okay, next, dh divided by dt equal to pi 3 into 4 into 4, you cross multiply it, so you will be getting this much. Next, v is equal to, after this, it is 1 divided by 4 3 is a 12, then 12 into 4 is 48, so 1 divided by 48 into pi, this is the last answer for this question, this is the solution. So it is height of the cone is increased with respect to time, in this case its value became 1 divided by 48 pi, it is centimeter cube per second. See, in this problem height of the person is 2 meter. Assume that he is standing here and moving away from the lamp post, this is a lamp post. Next, he is walking in a uniform speed 6 meter per minute. Okay, next, and the height of the lamp post is 5 meter. Then they are telling us to find the length when this person will move away from, or he walks away from this lamp post. Okay, at what rate his shadow will be increases or changes. Okay, this is a question. So in the given question, see, dx by dt 6 meter per minute, it is given. Okay, next, height of the lamppost is 5 meter, then height of the person is 2 meter. Next, assume that from base of the lamppost to the person where he is standing, okay, you can call its distance is x, and lamppost to his shadow, you consider its distance is y. Okay, then after this, write its ratios. 5 divided by x plus y is equal to 2 divided by y. After cross multiplying, 5 into y is 5y, 2 into x is 2x plus 2y. Okay, 5x minus 2y will be how much? 3y. 3y equal to 2x. Next, differentiate this term with respect to time. 3 dy by dt equal to 2 dx divided by dt. Okay, next 3 you cross multiply here, and dx by dt clearly it is given in the question, it is 6 meter per minute. Substitute its values here so that you will be getting the result. So dy by dt equal to 6 meter per minute. This is the shadow of the person. It is for every minute 4 meter the shadow is gone changing or increasing. In this question, now particle is moving along the curve 6y equal to x cube plus 2, and they are telling in this question to finding out the coordinate points, that is x and y, and clearly they are given in the question. Now y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as x coordinate, therefore it can be written as, now y coordinate as well as x coordinate, it is changing with respect to time, therefore it can be written as dy by dt equal to 8 into dx by dt. So next, dy by dt is divided by dx by dt, you cross multiply here, therefore dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Now ds dt and dt both are get cancelled, so dy by dx equal to 8 it will be remaining. Now come back with the given original curve and find out its differentiation with respect to x. So 6y equal to x cube plus 2, its differentiation with respect to x, when you will be determining it, 6 you keep as it is, y differentiation will be dy by dx, that is equal to x cube differentiation is 3x square, and 2 is one of the constant term, its differentiation is 0. Okay, next, 6 as well as 3, after cross multiplying, 3 ones are 3 twos are, dy by dx equal to x square, keep here only, 2 you take in the denominator side of x square, cross multiplying. Okay, so you'll be getting this much. Now dy by dx already we have determined it. Okay, next dy by dx you substitute back, okay, in this curve, so that here you'll be getting the original curve. X square by 2 equal to 8, x square equal to 16, x equal to plus or minus 4. This is the value of x. Right now we have got here the coordinate point of x. Okay, that is one is plus 4 and one is minus 4. Put this value in the original curve here so that you'll be getting the value of y. So 6y is equal to x equal to 4, you put first, 4 raised to 3, it will be 64 plus 2 66, y equal to 66 divided by 6 is how much? 11. So after substituting x equal to 4, here you have got the y coordinate point, that is 11. Similarly x equal to minus 4, you substitute again in the original curve only, so 6y equal to minus 4 raised to 3, it is minus 64 plus 2, it is minus 62, 6y equal to minus 62, 6 you cross multiply with this term, so that minus 31 divided by 3 will be getting, this is the value of y coordinate. So after substituting x equal to minus 4, here you got minus 31 divided by 3, this is y coordinate. These are the coordinate points of the given curve.